I believe this watch right here is the best three-handed watch on the planet. I'm going to tell you why.
I feel like the Toric by Parmigiani Fleurier, which we're talking about today, is really where the brand's found its voice. Every watch brand does a dress watch. Every watch brand has a three-hander dress watch, right? Hours, minutes, and seconds. But the way that they've made it look so fresh and so new is mind-blowing, really.
It's funny. It's fresh and new, but yet traditional.
Yes.
They use techniques that no one has used in decades.
And it goes back to the past, correct? On the original Toric, which has there are some connections when you see them.
Yep.
There used to be Roman numerals, or it was Arabic numbers from my research, but you always had this grained bezel, but they've really made it modern. Were there any other similarities too?
Yeah, so the Toric for years, we who have been fanboys of Parmigiani for years remember the Toric as one of the coolest finished watches on the planet. By finished watches, I mean finished by hand. You get a lot of these machined watches out there, and that's all well and good. You can put a lot of product out there, but the hand-created stuff just hits differently.
Right.
And with Guido Turini being the president of Parmigiani, we've seen some changes over the years. It's been this really push towards stealth wealth. We got some time with Guido not too long ago, and it was all of the people who are authorized dealers for Parmigiani Fleurier got together here in Scottsdale, and we got a whole weekend with Guido to kind of poke and prod and put him in the hot seat. And I was not the only one who was looking for a return to the traditional watches. Don't get me wrong. Give me Tonda PFs all day.
Great release.
Fabulous watch. But we wanted the other thing too.
Sure.
And Guido politely dismissed the conversation, but there was always this knowing grin behind it all, and then the next year he comes out with this. For multiple years now, Parmigiani Fleurier has had my favorite watch at Watches and Wonders,
Which is
and
saying
then
a lot.
This was just the icing on the cake. When I first saw it, it was actually on Guido's wrist, and I don't know if you guys saw in the video, but without invitation, I went over and just took it off of his wrist. I was very excited to see this watch. I am not one that gets speechless very often. Flipping this watch over, I lost all words. I'm actually at a loss for words.
Good. And we've succeeded.
To say this watch is hand finished is to not fully understand what hand finished means. Every bit of this watch has been finished by hand, and that just doesn't happen anymore.
True. And you can really tell in the beauty of the watch, so let's kind of break it down into the specifics. If you're a fan of luxury watches, you're a fan of Parmigiani Fleurier, we invite you to visit our website, oliversmithjeweler.com, live product of everything we have in our stores. There are two Torics we're talking about today in front of us, one in an 18-karat rose gold case, the other one in platinum. There's also a chronograph, which is beautiful, but not what we're talking about today. 40 millimeter case, 8.8 millimeters thick, and there's actually 30 meters of water resistance.
That's wild.
Which I was impressed by.
Absolutely. Yeah, the way the watch sits on the wrist is absolutely wonderful. It was really just the perfect amount of thinness for a watch like this.
Which I think they did on purpose, because when we were preparing for this video, we're filming some other stuff. I was looking at some other watches, and this is thicker, slightly thicker than a lot of dress watches that we see. So you think that was for the weight of it, the feel?
I think so. I think Guido and company are really thinking out loud and showing you their thought process with every single bit of this watch. I look at this watch and I see an actual labor of love, not of commerce, not of business, but this is the watch that they wanted to make exactly how they wanted to make.
And it's a watch that's not for everyone. The price point is high. It's very limited in production, but you can still appreciate something even if you're not wearing it.
It's funny too, though, looking at the comps for the amount of work that goes into these.
Yeah.
I honestly think they're a bargain. Knowing watches the way I do, and I've seen this a couple times lately, where I go, you could charge more.
Yeah, charge more.
The dials on both of these watches are actually made of gold. Most watches in the entire industry are some form of anodized brass. It's a great material to work with, strong and hardy, but to do this the way they wanted to do it, they had to start with gold. It is called silver plated by friction. It is silver powder, cream de tartar, sea salt, and a little bit of distilled water made into a paste.
Very simple.
And it's a horsehair brush. and they just kind of keep rubbing and keep rubbing. And this is where all the hand finishing comes in. When it gets to just the right amount of pressure, right amount of resistance, it's done. And then you put it in the oven, you bake it, and then when you look at the watch, you'll see these dimensions. Those little circles you see are that silver plating by friction carved away to reveal the gold layer underneath.
The depressions, right? So where we're seeing
phenomenal.
the seconds hand,
Yep.
and then on the edges of the dial as well, where the indices are, you can see that little depression, and it looks like they have gold rings around them. But what you're saying is that's actually the dial.
Correct. Yeah, just kind of carved away to reveal the gold underneath. And what astounds me about this watch, the longer you do this, the more you see watches out there, you realize how hard it is to do a simple watch well. There's nowhere to hide on this dial. If any of the indices were a 1/4 millimeter too long, it would just glare at you. So
It's incredible looking at the dial to even think that was hand done. I mean, it just looks perfect.
It is. It's absolutely stunning they were able to do this. That process was taken from Michel himself as he was restoring old pocket watches. That was one of the ways that they finished the dial. So he brought that into this watch.
The colors on the dial are super unique. We have sand gold and gray celadon, which is kind of a green-gray color with jade undertones. I've heard Parmigiani Florier's colors referred to as mid-century modern. I see that. They're very thoughtful about their colors. They're very aesthetically pleasing and very unique. And I just actually love how both of these watches, they kind of yin and yang with the straps and the dial.
Like, I kind of want to switch the straps just to see, but I love the juxtaposition of it all. I mean, it makes me want both of them. And now onto the movement finishing. Keeping that conversation from the dial side, this movement is made of gold. Very, very few companies do that. Gold is a soft, it's going to sound really weird, it's a sticky metal. It's not easy to work with. So if you can imagine in Parmigiani Florier's factory, there are actually two sides to the factory now. There are two sets of tools. They can't cross-contaminate. So even just to do that is incredibly expensive.
I was going to say expensive as well. We think about gold, and then to your point of this watch being, you think they could even charge more for it? Right?
Seriously, it is such a bargain at the price point these things are. I'm kind of astounded by it. But when you look into this movement, architecture is relatively simple. It's all about the details. When you look at every chamfered edge, those were done by hand. There's a little dowel that's kind of cut on one side, and they have different finenesses of diamond paste that they put on this, and they're actually doing it by hand. This is the equivalent of a hand coach built Rolls Royce, and I have not seen anybody apply this level in years. I mean, since Michel was making watches, really. I mean, this is astounding that they were able to put this watch together in a modern context.
And the reason they didn't use a DuPont buckle on the watch, which they've been very open with, is so that you could properly enjoy seeing the movement.
And I agree. I like the fact it's a manual line movement. This is a watch I want to spend time with. What's really wild, it's so smoothly finished. It's so smoothly done. Winding it, you don't feel the resistance. It's insanely smooth. All the way down to the strap. The strap is handmade.
Yeah, let's talk about the beauty of the strap, because even looking at it, you know, oh, this is different than another alligator strap.
It does. It looks markedly different right off the bat. One of my first jobs in retail, very, very young, on the East Coast, I worked for a company called Country Road Australia. And they were an Australian company making a big push into the U.S. market, but they carried absolutely beautiful Italian suits made by a company called GFT. And all these suits had this wonderful top stitching on their lapels. The first time I saw this strap, I went, punto a mano.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you did. And it's all hand stitched, all hand done. It is one of the most beautiful straps I've ever seen. It's an alligator nubuck. I don't know if you guys can tell, I really want this watch. So Guido, if you're watching this, please keep me in your thoughts and prayers.
And even the buckle, I was going to note, when it's, folded and worn, it looks like a DuPont buckle the way they've put the logo on there. Which is I mean, they've thought of every detail, truly.
It has been an absolutely wonderful relationship between Oliver Smith and Parmigiani Fleurier.
It really has.
We are one of very, very few dealers in the country, and it's been really cool to watch the company take off the way it has. Multiple times, even this week, we've had clients who specifically came in because we carry Parmigiani Fleurier. I'm a huge fan of the brand. If you don't know the brand, please get to know it. Do not sleep on Parmigiani Fleurier. They're one of the most important brands out there right now.